Hello everyone, welcome to English with Evelyn and welcome to a brand new video. And as I had said that we're going to continue revising all the aspects, all the kind of questions that you get in your integrated grammar, especially from classes 9 to 11. So one very common question is error correction, where you are given a passage and you have to edit the passage. Okay, so welcome to the video. Today we're going to study edit the passage, and I'm going to give you a few important tips before we begin. Right. So first of all, the passage that is given to you, you do not have to read it in parts. When you read a sentence in parts, you will not be able to detect the errors. Okay, and the errors actually are very simple. The only thing is you have to read the whole sentence in one go, and then it will quickly click to you where the error is. So you have to read the entire sentence in order to spot the error. And the errors are not only related to tenses but also spellings and parts of speech also. Like a wrong part of speech may have been used, okay, or determiners. Like when I say parts of speech, I've included everything. Errors related to prepositions, adverbs, adjectives, everything, right? So how do we start? We will begin with some easy questions, and we'll increase the level as we go. And I suggest that you sit with a pen and paper so that you can attempt the questions as we go, and you can have a good practice also, and a test also at the same time. So this is your first question, and this is how the question appears in your question paper. The following passage has not been edited. There is an error in each line. Write the incorrect word and the correction against the correct blank number. Okay, so that means there are 4 errors in these sentences, and this is in this passage, and this is how they are distributed. Okay, one in each line that is given here. So if you want to do it yourself without listening to the explanation, then you can pause the video here and attempt it yourself, and then you can listen to uh, either the explanation later, or you can look at the answers directly. Okay, but for the others who would like to have some help here, uh, the city of Surat had a glorious history that dates back in 16th 17th century. It had earned the reputation of a important trade and commercial center of a country. ठीक है, तो the city of Surat had a glorious history. That means having a glorious history is the past, or it has a glorious history. Okay, so you have to think. This is very this one is actually difficult. The city of Surat has a glorious history. तो ऐसे लगेगा कि द सिटी ऑफ सूरत हैड अ ग्लोरियस हिस्ट्री बोलने में क्या हर्ज है. लेकिन अगर हम बोलते हैं हैड अ ग्लोरियस हिस्ट्री, इसका मतलब है अब ग्लोरियस हिस्ट्री नहीं है. ठीक है. So this is a very subtle error that you have to always look out for. So that dates back in 16th century, 17th century. So that dates back to. This is a structure, this is an expression, it is always used in this way. The city of Surat has a glorious history that dates back to 16th 17th century. It had earned the reputation of important. Now what is wrong here? Important begins with a vowel sound. So the correct determiner, the correct article there should be an important. Trade and commercial center of a country. Trade and commercial center of the country, not a country. We know which country this is, right? So let's look at the answers. So what I've done here is I have marked the wrong words in the passage, as well as I have written correct. There also I have written the same answers. ठीक है? So this was our first passage. The second one. Many of us were doing our part to reduce plastic pollution for recycling and reducing single use items, but it's just not enough on its own. ठीक है. अब many of us were doing our part. So what has happened now? Does the sentence or the passage, does it imply that we have stopped doing? That we were doing but we're not doing? But then the passage does not imply that. ठीक है. तो many of us were doing our part की जगह are doing our part to reduce plastic pollution, ये correct है. ठीक है. For recycling, to reduce plastic pollution for recycling. So we reduce plastic pollution for recycling या by recycling. ठीक है. So by recycling and reducing single use items, but it's just not enough on its own. तो इसमें देखना, but it is just not enough. तो it is वाला जो it's होता है उसमें apostrophe आती है. ठीक है. ये एक सिंपल टेस्ट होता है जब भी कभी कंफ्यूजन हो कि ये जो इट्स लिखा है ITS, ये सही है या इसमें अपॉस्ट्रोफी आएगा. तो सबसे पहले तो इसका डिफरेंस क्या होता है. इट्स विदाउट एन अपॉस्ट्रोफी का मतलब होता है पोजेसिव. ठीक है. द डॉग इज ईटिंग इट्स फूड, तो पोजेसिव है ना, जो हम न्यूट्रल जेंडर के लिए यूज करते हैं. ठीक है. तो वो तो हुआ इट्स विदाउट एन अपॉस्ट्रोफी. लेकिन अगर हमको बोलना है इट इज़ रेनिंग आउटसाइड, अगर हम उसको बोलते हैं इट्स रेनिंग आउटसाइड, तो उसमें हम अपॉस्ट्रोफी लगाएंगे. तो मतलब जहाँ पे अपॉस्ट्रोफी है उसको हम एक्सपैंड करके इट इज़ लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन जहाँ अपॉस्ट्रोफी नहीं है उसको हम एक्सपैंड करके इट इज़ नहीं लिख सकते हैं. जैसे द डॉग इज़ च्यूइंग इट्स लीश, है ना. तो उस वाले इट्स में अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस नहीं आएगा क्योंकि इट इज़ लीश नहीं बोलेंगे वहाँ पे, है ना. बस ये ध्यान रखना है आपको. इट्स पोजेसिव और इट्स कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के बीच में यही डिफरेंस होता है. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या बोलेंगे, अगर हम उसको एक्सपैंड करेंगे तो क्या बोलेंगे, इट इज़ जस्ट नॉट इनफ, ये बोलेंगे ना. तो यहाँ पे मतलब अपॉस्ट्रोफी होना चाहिए, अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस होना चाहिए. ऑन इट्स ओन, ऑन इट इज़ ओन बोलेंगे यहाँ पे. सेकेंड मैं डी सेंटेंस पे आ गई हूँ, डी लाइन पे. तो यहाँ पे ये जो IT अपॉस्ट्रोफी ऐसा ही अपॉस्ट्रोफी नहीं आएगा इस सेंटेंस में. तो इसका मतलब C में अपॉस्ट्रोफी नहीं है लेकिन वहाँ आना चाहिए, तो ये एरर हो गई है. और D में अपॉस्ट्रोफी है इट्स में लेकिन नहीं होना चाहिए, ये एरर हो गई है. ठीक है. अब गवर्नमेंट्स में स्टेप अप to take accounts and end this pollution endemic. Governments may step up to take. Is there a choice? Or you are suggesting that they must do it? है ना? There is a compulsion. तो governments must step up to take accounts. To take accounts. Wrong. Accounts की क्या बात है यहाँ पे? यहाँ तो accountability की बात है ना. द गवर्नमेंट्स मस्ट स्टेप अप टू टेक अकाउंटेबिलिटी एंड एंड दिस पोल्यूशन एंडेमिक. एंडेमिक का मतलब होता है डिजीज. एपिडेमिक होती है एक चीज़, एक प्रॉब्लम जो बहुत फैली हुई होती है. तो पोल्यूशन एपिडेमिक होगा, नॉट एंडेमिक होगा. ठीक है. एंड लेट्स लुक एट द आंसर्स एंड हियर आर आंसर्स. ये अकाउंटेबिलिटी जो था इट वाज not fitting in, so I have shifted it to the next line. Do not be confused by this. ठीक है. So now we move on to the third one. Rabindranath Tagore was one of the great personalities of our country. क्या गलत है इसमें? one of the greatest. ठीक है. Rabindranath Tagore was one of the greatest personalities of our country. He is not only a world famous writer, he is, वो अभी हैं वो भी नहीं हैं, है ना. तो ही वॉज आएगा. ही वॉज नॉट ओनली अ वर्ल्ड फेमस राइटर एंड ऑल्सो एन एबल, एंड ऑल्सो ही इज नॉट ओनली, बट ऑल्सो आना चाहिए ना. नॉट ओनली के साथ क्या आता है? बट ऑल्सो. तो एंड ऑल्सो इज रॉन्ग. एंड की जगह यहाँ पे आएगा बट. He was not only a world famous writer but also an able freedom fighter. He was also a painter or educationist. Painter और educationist, ये दोनों चीज़ में क्या चॉइस है? या पेंटर थे या एजुकेशनिस्ट थे, क्या हमें पता नहीं है? नहीं, he was both. So he was also a painter and educationist. He earned fame and respect at his lifetime. At his lifetime? In his lifetime, है ना? Even today, people remember them, no, him with equal reverence. ठीक है. Let's do the fourth one. On our second day out of Cape Town, they began to encounter strong gales. Gales is winds. ठीक है. They began to encounter, or we began to encounter, because we are out at out of Cape Town. So we began to counter. We began to counter encounter, है ना? Encounter मतलब face strong gales. For the past few weeks they blew continuously. They correct है यहाँ पे, लेकिन गलती कहीं और है. मुझे भी सोचने में आ गया ये कहाँ गलती है. For the past few weeks they blew continuously. For the past few weeks तो ब्लू नहीं होगा ना. For the next few weeks, see, they encountered strong gales and for the next few weeks they blew continuously. ठीक है. तो past की जगह यहाँ पे आएगा next. Gales must not worry me. Gales must not worry me. Gales do not worry me. And the size of the waves was alarming. तो अगर हम इसको पूरा पढ़ेंगे, है ना, gales do not worry me but the size of the waves was alarming. मतलब gales का मतलब क्या होता है? winds. तो winds did not worry him but the size of the waves was alarming. ये लास्ट लाइन में देख के पता चलेगा. up to 15 meters, so high as our main mast. F, so high as our main mast. This is wrong usage. क्या होना चाहिए यहाँ पे? as high as our main mast. ठीक है. So on our second day out of Cape Town, we began to encounter strong gales. For the next few weeks they blew continuously. ठीक है. second day से शुरू हुआ था और अगले कुछ हफ्तों तक they blew. तो past नहीं आएगा, next few weeks आएगा, है ना. Gales do not worry me, है ना. And but the size of the waves was alarming. Up to 15 meters, as high as a main mast. Done. And now, one more. Social media like Facebook, Twitter has become increasingly important catalysts for change. Social media like Facebook, Twitter has become. Social media is plural. ठीक है. So have become. Social media like already दो का example दिया है ना, तो have होगा. Have become increasingly important catalysts for change. Catalysts for change या catalysts of change. ठीक है. तो ये for और of ना बहुत confusing होता है. तो always keep this in mind whenever there is of and you cannot find anything wrong, because this is a very commonly common mistake and a very commonly made mistake while using prepositions. ठीक है. तो जब लगे कि ये सेंटेंस में for है तो ज़रूर वहाँ पे of लगा करके देखिए, और अगर of है तो for लगा कर देखिए. ठीक है. तो important catalysts of change. However, governments around this world, governments around this world, is there any other world? Unless we are keeping Mars, Mars and Martians in mind, not Mars. So, however, governments around the world, पूरी दुनिया में है ना, are looking at tightening control on all social media sites, at tightening control on it. The correct word here is over, not on the sites, but over all social media sites, not on. ठीक है. Do you feel this move is justified? Do you feel this move is justified, or such sites should be beside government interference? मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है ये ई सेंटेंस में control over all social media sites. Okay. ये एरर एक है यहाँ पे, लेकिन इस वाले में नहीं है. मुझे लगता है जो आंसर वाला पैराग्राफ है ना, आंसर वाला पैसेज में, उसमें मैंने एडिट कर दिया, इसमें नहीं किया है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे अब मैं, चलो ई छोड़ देते हैं ना, लीव ई. तो दिस इज करेक्ट हियर. ओके, आई विल टेल यू व्हेन वी कम टू द आंसर्स, आई विल टेल यू व्हाट आई हैड प्लान्ड हियर. यहाँ पे वो चेंज नहीं किया मैंने. एनीवे, so do you feel this move is justified, or such sites should be beside government interference? Beside government interference? Beyond, है ना, beyond government interference. ठीक है, अब बताती हूँ आंसर्स तो आपको पता चलेगा. ये देखो, ई में मैंने क्या प्लान किया था कि साइट्स में, क्योंकि ये जो ये वर्ड्स होते हैं ना, जैसे रूट्स और रूट्स, what are they called? Homonyms. Homonyms are also used because what happens is, जब हम पढ़ रहे हैं सोशल मीडिया साइट्स, तो हम ये ओवरलुक कर देंगे कि साइट्स की स्पेलिंग गलत है ना. वैसे तो हम, क्योंकि हम बहुत ध्यान से ढूंढ रहे होते हैं, तो ऐसे ओवरलुक नहीं होती. बट हाँ, दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द काइंड्स ऑफ एरर्स, तो जो स्पेलिंग की एरर में काउंट होती है हियर. तो यहाँ पे मैंने ई में ये चेंज किया था कि साइट्स गलत है, साइट्स सही है, लेकिन देखो मैंने क्वेश्चन में चेंज नहीं करा और यहाँ पे चेंज कर दिया. एनीवे, beside, beyond government interference. All right, so with this we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back for more. Bye bye.